here's what's happening. Skoda is walking their talk. Now, we have met the top management at Skoda many times, and I've heard about India 2.0 strategy.
Not long after I arrived here in India, I was introduced to a group of journalists, and they actually came up with this term, value luxury.
Well, the result is here as I stand next to a very unique car, a potent sedan, all from the house of Skoda. A car cooked on simmering heat with the right spices and quality ingredients, just the way you like it. There's more value luxury in this car than there is beauty in Cleopatra. The name Slavia has the legacy of being Skoda's first bicycle. Clearly, with the name Slavia, Skoda today has come a long way. But today the Slavia is a premium Skoda car, and it's premium because of the way it drives, the way it looks, and because of its premium features. I'm driving the 1-litre 3-cylinder petrol engine, 115 horses, and the first thing that really stands out is that this engine is not as coarse as what you expect 3-cylinder engines to be. It's very refined. In that sense, it lends a very premium feel to the entire car. And then there is this, which is the gear shifting. And it's just something that will add a whole lot to your ownership experience. You would want to go through these gears, every day. And if you were driving an automatic, then the automatic, from the rapid days had a tendency to lurch forward. The Kushaq did that very slightly. In the Slavia automatics, that's just non-existent. And the steering too, you hold it nicely in your hand and makes you feel like holding the weight of a European car in your hand. Okay, so back to ride quality. Now, there's something very good about the ride quality because this is a Slavia, it's a sedan, and it's not going to be tall like an SUV, which means that the engineers will have more room to finely tune the suspension for more comfort and better comfort, which the ride quality is just awesome because you're getting out of a pothole even before you know you got into one. The car just has a sense of expensive suspension to it because of how classy the ride quality feels. It would have been a shame for the Slavia, which has SUV-like ground clearance, 179mm, when the Kushaq is 188mm. Would have been a shame for it to not have a suspension that lets you ride and drive on bad roads with ease. But, it does get that suspension. So, the car likes bad roads and you will too. The biggest talking point should be the XDS Plus limited slip differential emulation, right? And the direct user benefit of XDS Plus limited slip differential emulation is that, the car is going to be great fun when driving fast in corners because it's going to inspire a lot of confidence and hold that line that you desire. Making the Slavia an impressive car to drive is a direct result of the fact that, it's not a half-hearted effort under the hood. It's not just filled with features or connected app thingies. It's more about the potent engine options that you have and the powertrain that you get with both the options. Let's start to talk about premium features by starting to talk about the infotainment system. 25.4cm. You have Ghana, audiobooks.com, booking.com, and also BBC World News. The car also gets 8 speakers, 1 subwoofer, and a virtual cockpit, 20.32cm. You can also track the car, of course, with My Skoda Connect app and get a whole lot of messages about the status of the car, driving behavior, safety, security, etc. sent to your phone or to the smartwatch that you may be wearing. And then, of course, it's a Skoda, so simply clever features by the plenty. And of course, ventilated seat and sunroof. 60% of Skoda's 130% year-on-year growth came from, guess what, the Kushaq. So we know that the formula is working, the recipe is successful. Skoda is also looking at tripling their sales digits by year 2022. So they mean business, and so they have a 4-year maintenance package for the car that costs 24,499. And the car means business too because, well, it comes with a running cost of 0.46 kilometer to the rupee, says Skoda. 58% growth has been seen in, well, touch points, which means there probably is now a dealership in your city which didn't exist before. And if all goes well and the 1-liter 3-cylinder and the 1.5-liter 4-cylinder Slavia do get priced right, it probably means that there's going to be a Slavia in your garage that didn't exist before.